Here with MLB.com Rockies reporter Thomas Harding. Thomas, the real work for the full squad gets going tomorrow with the position players reporting officially. What have you seen through the first couple of days with pitchers and catchers down here at Scottsdale?
Well, first of all, this beautiful facility here, there really isn't a first official day because almost the entire team has been here working out. I see a team with some confidence. I thought like going into last year, they had a lot of confidence. And this year, having seen themselves go to the playoffs last year, they understand, hey, we know what it's like now. So they're just trying to build on that.
When you look at this team, what are you looking for over the next couple of days and as we get into the start of spring training games, which start Friday?
Well, first of all, there are some guys that I think are on the spot here trying to earn roster spots or starting spots. I'm looking at Ryan McMahon at first base. Just want to see how he handles it. He's been through a lot of things in the minor leagues. They've tested him. And now, is he able to come in and just be a confident ball player over at first base? The two guys battling for backup catcher spots, Tony Wolters and Tom Murphy behind Chris Iannetta. You want to see Iannetta and his effect on this pitching staff, but also you want to see how Murphy and how Wolters handle things there to where they're going to need those guys this season. So those are a couple of things I'm looking at.
How do these young pitchers that had maybe their first or second stints in the big leagues last year, how do they take the next step forward? Yeah,
that's going to be big. It's something you're going to be watching the entire season. I think they have to work on specific things, like, for example, can a guy like I just messed up.
Now keep on.
Okay, but you know, can a guy like German Marquez develop a changeup because he has the fastball that's worked for him, nice little curveball? Can he develop another pitch? A lot of guys are working on those type of things. If you find something specific to work on, I think that's the best way to take that next step.
When you look at the 5 guys in the rotation, we know John Gray is solidified there. We know Chad Bett is probably solidified there. The other 3 guys, who in your mind might they be?
Well, first of all, Tyler Anderson, when he came back from his knee injury the latter part of last season, really was outstanding for them. He has the fastball, the changeup. I look at him as a very, very solid member of this rotation. German Marquez pitched the entire year, something that no other rookie on this team did. Going through a full big league season, I see him there. And also, I like the way Kyle Freeland has pitched for this team, and I'm looking at him taking a spot. Now, it's not a given because Jeff Hoffman and Antonio Senzatella, both guys who had good stretches last season, are battling for a spot in the rotation.
What is this team going to do with Ian Desmond?
Right now, they're going to put him in left field. So right now, they put him in left field. If Ryan McMahon struggles, he becomes first baseman. I guess the easiest thing to say about Ian Desmond is they're going to put him on the field.
Yep.
He's making $22 million this year, second year of a 5-year, $70 million deal. He's going to be on the field one way or the other. And what they're hoping is that he stays on the field, meaning last year he had the broken hand in spring training and then 2 bouts with a calf strain. And if you look at his career, very rarely has he been hurt. So that's a year that I'm sure he wants to just erase off the board.
And you mentioned this at the beginning. The bottom line is the expectations for this team, as high as they have been, certainly in recent years, you said all the way back to 2010, the expectations for this team, playoffs or bust.
Pretty much so, yes. I mean, it's going to be a tough National League West division with the Dodgers there. They spend more money than anybody in the division, and they have a good roster. But also, the Arizona Diamondbacks, who ended up making the playoffs last season, and then the San Francisco Giants, I'm really intrigued by that club. Trading for Evan Longoria and also Andrew McCutchen. Do they get back on track? There's not a lot of depth there, but they do have a good starting group. So those teams are in it, and I guess Eric Hosmer signing with the San Diego Padres, you never do know. In that park, you can always pitch well, so they want to be the Rockies Cinderella story like the Rockies were last year.
It's going to be a tough division, but going to be a fun division to cover as well. Thomas, thanks so much. I always appreciate the visit.
Thanks for having me.